So, another casualty of COVID-19. Popular buffet restaurant is shutting down all locations in Canada. A popular buffet joint is closing all its Canadian locations after being temporarily closed since mid-March due to COVID-19. The Tucker's Marketplace website now lands on a letter informing the public that none of their locations will be reopening. Tucker's Marketplace, another COVID victim. Excuse me. Dear guest, we hope you and your families are well. As you may know, we proactively closed our restaurants on March 14th. Our decision to do so was based on our concern for you, our guests, our staff members, and the communities we serve. Since then, we have been monitoring the news and actively planning to reopen into a world we believed would be considerably different than the world we knew just a few short months ago, a world in which we operated so successfully for so many years. Unfortunately, it seems the undeniable reality is that COVID-19 will be with us for some time, and we anticipate, therefore, that upon reopening and for the foreseeable future, restaurants will be required to operate with capacity restrictions and to maintain physical distancing. Most concerning of all, we expect that customers will be reluctant to return to restaurants or to frequent restaurants as often as they once did, until a meaningful treatment or vaccine for COVID-19 is found. The buffet chain once had restaurants in Toronto, Ottawa, and Burlington. They were known as a place to get together with big groups with a homey atmosphere and lots of selection at different stations. As you may know, we proactively closed our restaurants on March 14th, reads the letter. Since then, we have been monitoring the news and actively planning to reopen into a world we believed would be considerably different than the world we knew just a few short months ago, a world in which we operated so successfully for so many years. The letter states that the restaurant does not see a path forward while a vaccine for COVID-19 is being developed and restrictions are still in place. Most concerning of all, we expect that customers will be reluctant to return to restaurants or to frequent restaurants as often as they once did, until a meaningful treatment or a vaccine for COVID-19 is found, says the letter. We have concluded, therefore, that there is not a profitable path forward for our business, and so sadly, we are writing to tell you that we will not be reopening our restaurants. One person on Twitter wrote that they can't believe Tucker's Marketplace is closing. However, another called the turn of events sad but predictable. And here are some of the comments about that, about this article. Unfortunately, buffet restaurants are not going to do well, especially in the near future. And then old-timers will remember when this was Mother Tucker's, a kind of upscale Swiss chalet with really good baked goods. One thing they kept when they transitioned to the buffet style was their excellent baked goods. We've got or had one in Burlington, and it was pretty nice. Although you'd think someone Although you'd think common sense and sneeze guards would be enough, nuh-uh. My wife one day witnessed some idiot pulling the ladle out of one of the soup cauldrons, giving it a big slurp, and putting it back in. She informed the manager, who immediately took it offline. But man, who does that? File this one under more reasons we can't have nice things. No kidding. What a disgusting pig. I still call it Mother Tucker's sometimes. Great times and great food at the buffet. Sad to see it go, but even with sneeze guards, everyone is handling the same utensils. It's not a place you can social distance well, and you can't eat with a mask on. Ah, the good old days, 2019 and prior. Amazing how different life was when this year began. Certainly was. Okay, maybe inevitable, but surely the imagination that led to original success could have created a better alternative. Maybe similar to Paramount Foods. Just saying. Isn't the essence of smart business to find a void and fill it? The most terrifying part about this is likely just the beginning. Many small businesses sadly will not be able to survive. I can't see myself going to a buffet restaurant anytime in the next few years because they suck, or B sucks cuz. Anyways, Tucker's was so good. Hadn't been in years, so popped up to the airport strip last December, and it was better than ever. Sad to see them go. Also went to Mandarin at Eglinton last year, which was actually good, and loved the Whole Foods buffet regularly. All of them shut down for a year. Yeah, I remember going to Tucker's Marketplace. It's a matter of fact, I remember way back. I've been to that restaurant before. They used to have a location in Mississauga. It was a pretty good restaurant. They had a pretty good buffet there. It was good tasting food, and I quite enjoyed it. And I'm going to miss Tucker's Marketplace. It's too bad they're gone, but you know what they say, nothing gold can stay. Yeah, as one of those commenters said, I think this is just the beginning. Like, I'm hoping that other buffet restaurants out there still manage to survive somehow. Like Mandarin. Mandarin's one of my favorite buffet restaurants. And for those of you who don't know, Mandarin, they're like a Canadian Chinese food, all-you-can-eat buffet restaurant. They have locations right across Canada. Another buffet restaurant that I found to be okay was King's Buffet. So, yeah, it's too bad, but I guess it is part of the new normal, especially with this COVID-19.